Joker Flop-a-Doo managed to somehow flop even harder, blowing away all expectations because the film was rushed out to digital storefronts in hopes of making money. It turns out they made less money than they thought. The film didn't even chart in the top 3 in its first week. Even bad films can come to home video, or more specifically to digital rental services or purchases like iTunes, Amazon, PlayStation Network, Xbox, wherever, and they can manage to get into the top 1, 2, or 3 positions. This happened with Borderlands, for the love of God. It happened with Madam Web. Madam Web entered the top 3. Which means that Madam Web did something that Joker 2 could not do. Because Joker 2, in its first week, only landed in the 4th spot barely. It would have been 5th, but it sounds like it was maybe 100 or so purchases that separate them. Meaning that films that were out for weeks prior to this hitting digital services were still actually ahead of Joker Folie, Deux, which is absolutely abysmal. Now, this is also interesting because there was some analysts saying, well, Joker 2 failed in theaters, but the huge success of the first film is going to carry over onto home video release and digital storefronts because people are going to want it. People are going to be willing to pay. Clearly not. You know, clearly not. People have heard that this is a terrible film, a terrible sequel, not as good as the first, whatever you will, and they just didn't want to spend their money. And yeah, that tracks, you know. I think that honestly, WB is going to have a really good, hard look at this and what went wrong in every single corner of the marketing to production to why it was greenlit to the digital release and why that didn't succeed. It's all going to have to be compounded and analyzed because it doesn't make sense. It literally doesn't. It's the sequel to DC's biggest film of all time. And look at how bad it does. That it can't even chart on digital storefronts. That is pretty abysmal. So, good luck, WB. You're going to need it. I assume you're stupid enough to greenlight a Joker 3. Okay, that's me joking. Probably not. I hope. Well, everybody, thank you for watching that video. And as always, you can like, subscribe, share, do whatever you will. Check out the recommended video that's popped up somewhere on the screen. And also, if you would like additional content, including more discussions and more unfiltered content, check out what we offer to the members section, which has new videos going up all the time.